a lot of people assumed, because the PR machine went into overdrive, that there would be a second series.
Yes.
Now, let's put this one to bed.
Okay.
Is there going to be a second series?
Do you know what? I actually don't know. I know
You're
that...
backtracking.
No, I'm
because
not...
you've been quoted as saying, you and Hugh Laurie, as saying, look, it's done.
Well, I know what I said, which is we finished the adaptation of the novel, which is true. There is no more novel to be adapted. I do know that, in the words of Simon Cornwell, our producer, who's
John le Carré's
son, he said, we're not ruling a second series out, but we're also not ruling it in. I think they need to ask, Simon needs to ask his father if he could
Okay, so if the script's there, you and Hugh Laurie would do it?
If there was a script, I would consider it, absolutely, yes.
Oh, okay, well that's
Currently,
great news
no
for those of us who enjoyed the first series. What is it about English actors that makes such good villains? And Hugh Laurie, who knew?
Yeah. Well, Hugh is, I think, is a brilliant actor and has been for a long time. He's so firmly established, I think, in our minds as a comedian. Certainly for me, you know, growing up in the 80s, he and Stephen Fry and Rowan Atkinson were the great sort of leading lights of British comedy. But I think he's always been a tremendous actor, and I think my experience of him is that he's capable of great irreverence, but he's also a very serious man with very serious opinions, and he loved this novel. He believed in it. Now,
there's one role that all English actors, whether they deny it or not, would kill for, and that, of course, is James Bond. Now, I saw a picture the other day of you and Idris Elba. You were in New York, I think, together.
Yes, we were, yeah.
There's a picture of you two. His is the name in the frame as well to replace Daniel Craig. Have you two talked about it?
I asked him what it was like to get asked about it, which he's been dealing with for some years now, because
And now you are.
Not quite to the same extent, but the funny thing about that question is, while I would love to, perhaps in my mind I could consider the possibility of being asked, but it's very difficult because I think the position is actually not vacant. You know, there is one actor playing James Bond. His name is Daniel Craig, and it would be hubristic to suggest that anyone could step into those shoes.
Yeah. I know all that.
Okay.
But if they asked you,
you're right,
what would you say?
Oh my God, you put me on the spot, Simon. I honestly don't know. It would be.
Does it help? Roger Moore says that Tom Hiddleston would be an excellent choice for James Bond. He's a hell of a good actor. That's backing.
Well, that I'm going to put in my back pocket and feel very good about as I leave the building, because Roger Moore is an extraordinary actor, an extraordinary man. So
a UNICEF ambassador like yourself.
He is indeed,
too.
Yeah, he's done great work.
So there's a lot of noise about this role, but no one's actually said anything to you directly?
No one officially. That I am as in the dark as you are.
But it's a yes if you're asked.